Like,
there we go.
Okay.
We're back.
Oh, there it goes.
We're
Yep.
back. Hey.
all right. Well,
Hey.
sorry for our technical difficulties. Back to what I was saying. It was very important. Richard was actually, I was his case manager back when I was pregnant with one of my girls. So that is how far we go back, because my girl is now 15 and 20. So
I've got a great Richard story. Can I tell my Richard story?
No.
No?
Okay, yes, you can.
Why would I shouldn't even ask. I don't know why I did. Richard, can I tell a story about you?
Yeah.
Okay. So Richard used to have, he doesn't play this game with me anymore, but he used to have his favorite game that he played with me. Do you remember what it was, Richard?
No.
No,
Oh,
you don't.
the lady with the tall color hair, right?
Yeah, you would. Well, no. You would every time you would see me, you would say, "Hey, your wife told me a secret."
Okay.
And do you remember what the secret would be that you would make up that wasn't true?
What's it?
You would say, "Your wife told me she's gonna have a baby."
Yeah.
You would tell me that every single time, and it was always funny, and we'd giggle until one time. You didn't even remember, or you didn't know yet because we hadn't announced it, but she actually was pregnant with our youngest.
Yeah, I know how before she had kids.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
knew me before I had kids.
So you love saying that to me. And then one time she was pregnant and I said, "How did you know? We weren't telling anybody yet." And I made you all nervous like you were in trouble, but you weren't. It was a lot of fun. And you've never played that joke on me ever since. I don't know why.
Well, I'm also a lot older now. So
Hey,
there's that.
30, man. That's like
Next year. I can cover up. I'll be 80 years old next year.
You're going to be 80?
Oh my gosh.
What? You
Wow.
look fantastic, sir. Good job.
I tried to keep going, keep working. I wanted to keep working on what I did, but my arms and stuff didn't want to do it no more.
Yeah, I know. But 80, that is an accomplishment, sir. We definitely need to celebrate you turning 80.
That's super cool.
That is really cool.
Honey, not 85, 80.
Yeah, I said 80, but maybe it sounded like 85. But I said 80, which is that is a very big accomplishment. Good job, Richard.
Great to see you.
How old was your oldest daughter?
My oldest daughter is 20. She just turned 20.
Damn, I know you for 20-some years.
Yeah, because I was pregnant with Trinity when we met, and then you've known me. Actually, Richard and names are a little bit challenging for Richard sometimes. So I was the pregnant one for a very long time. Because that is how he seemed to always see me, because I had 3 kids very close together.
How's your youngest brother, the one who's married to that nice little girl?
Oh, they're doing really well. Thank you for asking. So he worked with my brother Clifton years and years ago, who is now a police officer and just finished his doctorate. He is now a doctor. He is a doctor of church history. So I'm not sure exactly when you would call that guy for anything. That's not a doctorate.
So if anybody was committing a crime revolving a dispute between Gregory of Nyssa and Wittgenstein, then you'd call
that's
Cliff
when you call Cliff.
And he'll bring the theology police, right?
Yeah,
that actually sounds terrible.
So thanks for asking. Yeah, and he's still with Lauren. They're married. They have 3 kids now. So thank you for asking.
How is her health? No more cancer, right?
Oh, you are so sweet to remember. She is still struggling with cancer. She actually is on treatment right now. So my brother Clifton, his wife, has had breast cancer for years and years, and she's still in treatment. So you can definitely still keep her in your thoughts, but she is so strong and so brave and so awesome. So we always just leave the best for her.
Could you tell her Richard says hi?
I will 100% tell them. I'll talk to them here in the next couple of days. I will 100% tell them you said hi, Richard.
Do that for me, okay?
Yes, sir. All right. Well, we got to get on with the program, but it was so good to talk to you. Yeah. Thanks, Richard. All right. So that was an impromptu coffee chat with Richard, super fun. But now we have a scheduled coffee chat. This is an opportunity for those of you that's your first time logging in. This entire hour is really just about us being one big community. You can kind of scroll through the different pages, see people from all over, from different regions. We have people in the Bay Area. We have people on the coast. We have people in the mountains, we have people in the cities, we have people all different locations, we have staff, we have field staff, we have office staff, we have clients, all together in one place. And this is just an opportunity for us to share some good news, kind of get to know each other a little bit, and just enjoy the bigger community that we are. We get together in our small communities, have a great time. This is a chance for us to be a bigger community. So grateful that it's so fun to see different individuals on this call. I'm just so grateful. But for now, one of the things we always do is we get to highlight a client. This is actually, we're going to highlight someone. I understand this client has just been Client of the Month. So we want to hear about that. So we just kind of want to meet Shauna. Shauna, can you and your team unmic for us?
Hi.
Hi, Shauna. How are you?
Great.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. So nice to meet you. You want to introduce who you got with? It looks like you have, yes, who's with you?
Huh? What's your name?
What's my name?
Yeah.
My name?
Yeah.
My name is Carrie.
Carrie's with me.
Carrie's with you. All right. Who else?
Kathy's with me.
All right. Do you say Kathy? Kathy's with you?
Kathy.
Taffy.
Okay. Taffy. And then is anyone else with you?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. All right. So Taffy. How old is Taffy?
How old is Kathy?
Taffy's like 3 years old, I believe.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Now, who does Taffy belong to?
Me.
It's your dog, Taffy. I love it.
Oh, my foot.
Your foot came off? Okay. There you go.
Yeah, this is my dog.
Love it. Oh man, this is one of the things that makes supported living and independent living special, right? You get to have your pets with you. You get to have pets, have them in your home. Now, not everyone's home allows pets, but the ones that allow pets, if that's something you want, you get it. Which when you live in group living and other environments, you don't get pets. So that's one of the things that makes our program cool, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that is a very special dog. So how long have you had Taffy?
How long have I had Kathy?
I think she was like right after she was born, I believe. Well, I can answer that question.
Okay.
So since a puppy, huh? Oh, so fun, Shauna. All right. So I understand you recently, today, are you getting a cast off?
It's off.
It's off already. Yay.
Yes.
So now you're in a walking boot? Is that what they're?
That's what they put me in.
Oh, good. Well, be careful and get all healed up.
I had one of those for a while when I broke my leg. You broke an ankle or something?
Yep, your foot. Yep.
My foot, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, how's it feel walking around on it now? How's it feel?
How's it feel? She's kind of babying it a little bit because she's scared to put any weight on it. So
yeah,
okay.
we're slowly stepping into putting some weight on it again.
That's good.
We just got it off yesterday.
Okay, well, slow and steady is a good thing.
Yeah. But
All
she
right.
is excited because she wants to go back to program and get to work.
Yes, I do.
So I told her we got
That's
to get her
awesome. So what do you do at program, Shauna?
I have been for a while.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Okay. All right. So do you remember then? Do you remember what you used to do at program that you enjoyed?
What kind of things did you do when you used to go to program?
I want to get a paid job.
I love it. You want to get a paid job?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with
That
that?
is that's a fantastic goal. Now, have you had a paid job before, or is this a new goal for you?
This is a new goal for me.
I love that goal. I think, and it sounds like you're working hard to get healthy and then be able to go back and get a paid job.
Yeah.
Good work. Good work. Now, I understand you also got Client of the Month. Do you want Carrie to tell us why, or you want to tell us why?
Yes, I do.
All right. Carrie gets to brag on you in front of you. That's the best kind of bragging.
So a few months ago, Shauna was getting out of the bed in the middle of the night and took a little fall. She is kind of prone to falling, has very weak bones. Took a fall, ended up having hip surgery. And then about a month later, I had another accidental fall. And then that's when she broke her foot in June. So we're recovering. The hip is all healed and looking really good. X-rays yesterday. Doctor said the foot is doing really well. So on top of the hip surgery, after the hip surgery, I should say, she went into a SNF, and it was just, she was miserable there. She hated it, you know, but she didn't have any staff, so she couldn't come home to do her healing. And so now, after the foot injury, we have a full staff. She was able to come home and heal, and definitely healed much faster.
Yeah,
you know, and much better spirits, and, you know, not so angry, and was able to be with her dog, who she loves.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you got Client of the Month because you were a big word I'm going to use, resilient. You worked really hard. You had something really not fun happen, but you kept the faith, and you kept believing, and you kept working hard to get back home.
Yes, I want to go home.
Well, here you are.
Here you are at home. That is awesome. So what other things do you like to do now that you're on the road to recovery? So you want to get a job. What other fun things do you like to do?
I think help me out.
Help you out?
Yeah.
You like to go, she loves to be outside in the sun.
Yeah.
She likes to go on walks. Anything to take her dog out. What other things? She likes to go shopping.
Ooh, where do you like to go shopping, Shauna?
Walmart.
Walmart.
Super fun.
That's where America shops. That's where America shops.
I like my toys.
Oh, what kind of toys do you buy?
Usually noisy toys.
Yeah, noisy toys.
Those are the best kind. Those are the best kind.
What are they?
Well, we appreciate how hard you've been working to get back healthy and back to work. And we hope that you get a paid job very soon, Shauna. Is there anything else you wanted to tell us in this little highlight time just about you, Shauna?
Anything else you want to share about yourself?
Thinking.
You're thinking? Okay. Nothing else comes to mind right now?
No.
No? Okay.
All right.
No problem.
Well, it was super fun meeting. What?
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thank you for introducing us to Carrie and to Jasmine and to Taffy. It was very nice meeting your team.
You're welcome.
We'll see you later.
Thanks, Shauna.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. All right.
Oh,
well,
so
that
fun.
is fun. Always always fun. So and then Carrie, you probably saw there's some nice notes for Shauna in the chat. So make sure she gets her notes of appreciation and encouragement. All right, well, that's not the end of good news. So for those of you, again, first on the call, we're Compass, but we have a sister organization called Options. We've been working alongside of Options for a couple of years now and growing together. And like people who love each other, we're looking more and more like each other. So we're loving seeing what's coming out of Options and all the good news. So we're going to let Farah, who is the regional manager for that section of our organization, share her good news from her team.
Awesome. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Well, we've been busy. That's our good news. We've been extremely busy. A lot of community, a lot of events. There isn't a day that we are not doing something fun. So just kind of like to share a little bit that's been happening. So here are some great fun pictures that you're seeing. In the top left corner there, we have Nick and Avanti at a Friday night dance. Nick and Avanti are definitely at every dance every Friday. They are the first out on the dance floor. So they've been having a lot of fun getting together and really just getting a lot of our clients together. Down below there, you see Jason in his super duper bowling pose. Jason has been rocking Special Olympics and has walked away this year with handfuls of gold medals. It's been really amazing to watch him kind of blossom and grow. Jason also plays bocce ball and soccer, softball, in addition to bowling, and he's getting ready to start floor hockey here. So look forward to some more gold medals. In the center,
oh my God, is there a sport he doesn't play?
No, there is not. Yes. he definitely has taken the sports world on head on. In the center there, we have Robin and her twin sister, Amy. Amy actually teaches volleyball at Folsom Lake College. So Robin likes to go out and be her #1 cheerleader. I don't know if you can see Robin's shirt, but it says cheerleader on it. So she's always out there really supporting her sister and supporting some of the local gals that are playing volleyball.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The other day we had an office team appreciation, got together and heard that our friend Sam was kind of having a tough day. So we decided to swing by and love bomb on Sam. So in the top corner there on the right, you'll see some of the office staff and Sam just enjoying each other's time, each other's company. But a couple weeks ago, previous to that, you'll see down below here, Sam actually was able to get out to a casino, which happens to be Sam's favorite place. So he hadn't been able to see the Elk Grove Casino yet, and his friend Tracy and him met there, and they had a really great time. Sam,
is that why you wound up being sad later? Is because it didn't go well at the casino? I mean,
right? Lost all the money. No. Sam doesn't get out very often, so that was a really big day for him, and he was having, feeling good health-wise. So it was good to see him out and about. We recently just came back from Camp Carville. Everybody had a great time. We're actually getting ready to go in a couple of weeks. But in the top left there, we have Marcy busy cooking in the kitchen. That is her happy place. Marcy loves to help. At home, Marcy's always cooking her meals. Marcy has lost, I think, like 80 pounds since she's been with us. So she's on a weight loss journey, and it just keeps falling off of her.
Good for her.
Pretty awesome. Let's see, down below there, we have Mark and Rita. There's a bunch of hats in the center as you walk into Carville. Mark and Rita had tried on every single hat. I think David did too, but they were having a hat party. And so there's some of the beautifulness that came out of that.
So Farrah, fun fact about all those hats. My son loves those hats too. He's on this call. And for his senior portraits, he and all his best guy friends put on all those hats and wore them. So I've seen her portraits with those hats. They're becoming quite famous.
Yes.
And they look quite ridiculous on a bunch of teenage boys, but that was the picture.
They were very loved on, so yay for the hats.
Mark is definitely enjoying sporting his little chapeau there. That's great.
Can't you tell? Yeah. So good. Just a little group picture of some of the clients that went. We have Tom, we have Nick, Soledad, Mark, Rita. I think Jenny's up in that corner. Yes, and Jenny. Atish had a fantastic time. Marsh making s'mores was his jam. So as you can see, he's having a great time there with his staff altar. And then everyone really enjoyed porch time, right? Just spending that time out on the porch, bringing out some of the games, just being able to sit and chat. Everyone had a really great time.
That checkers board is awesome. I've not seen that before.
Life size.
All right. Even I can see those checkers.
Good, good. We recently just kind of wrapped up summer and had kind of an end of the year pool party. Great group showed up. It was kind of a little impromptu party. It was at the Arborella Point Apartments. We have probably about 6 clients there. So it was really great that everyone was just able to come and just meet there. And we just really had a great time just chatting and talking. Karen and Avanti down there with Julianne and Rena. And then of course, everyone's loving on Sam again. But everyone just had a really great time and a couple of hours of social interaction. And of course, we had some fudge pops and popsicles and all the good things that you need to have at a pool party. So
I want to point out that is Carrie in that picture. So if you see Carrie that we just talked to and Carrie down here, it is the same Carrie. She's just sporting a new color.
Yep.
I like the color, by the way, Carrie. It's fun.
Carrie went red. It's good. So yeah, we've really been getting together and having a lot of social events and just really enjoying time with each other. We had a very, very busy summer season, and we're actually gearing up to continue, right? And have a lot of holiday events and getting ready to go to Apple Hill next week for our backyard adventure or retreat. And we have a couple of other events coming up. So people are definitely
awesome.
living their dreams. And I want to mention one more thing. Our friend Avanti, she's getting ready to go on a trip to India. She's going for a whole month. And that has been her dream to get back there and hasn't been able to get back, since 2020. So she's really looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
Love it.
I gotta say, I'm looking at those 2 pictures of Sam where he's basically folding his legs in as much as he can to stay in his chair. Dude, if he was on the call, I'd say, buddy, I really relate. I totally relate. That's great.
Some long legs.
Very tall guy,
good.
Yes.
Right. So good to see everybody having a great time. Thanks for sharing all that, Farrah. Thank you. Give everybody our best who's not on the call.
And I know, Farrah, you've also been growing. You added a few clients and continue to, is it this month you're bringing on a new client, or is it?
Yeah, this month we're bringing on our new friend, Drew. And next month we will be bringing on Amanda. And I believe the month after that is Jacob. So we have some new clients coming aboard. We're getting able to meet them. And yes, growing.
Yeah, you're now in how many counties in that area?
We're in 5 out of the 10. So watch out, other 5.
Amazing. I think Compass is now officially, did you say 15?
I think we're in 15 counties now, between all the regions. So, and yes, Option's definitely helping the count quite a bit there. If I say 15 and that she just said 5. So, I haven't done the math. It might be higher. Someone could do the math that's smart on this call, but so great job. And this is obviously what we want to see. We want to see us getting together, doing community, and doing life with each other, seeing dreams happen. looking for goals like getting a job. So thanks, Farah, for all you guys are doing at Oberyn Options. Appreciate it.
Well, we like to keep the good times rolling. So we actually really, I want to say something really quickly. We're really intentional about this exercise of good news. We don't just like to, talk about how awesome we are and pat ourselves in the back, although that is true. Still,
you guys are awesome.
Still look at you, Shauna. But awesome. Anyway, but there is a principle that it's worth stating out loud. What you talk about, what you focus on, you get more of. A lot of times people, they're worried about what's not working or what they're unhappy about, and they kind of start getting more things that's not working that they're unhappy about. But the same thing is true. When you focus on what's good and what you're thankful for, you get more of it. It's just a principle of life that's universal and it's true. So that's why we're intentional about talking about good news. It's why we have our leaders from various places. That's why we get to know our clients in this environment, because we want to focus on those good news because it spreads. It spreads.
It encourages and inspires.
Absolutely. So we have a little bit. So if you have any good news.
Yeah, it's now your chance.
Throw it in the chat right now. We have some of our own good news, but I kind of want to give you guys a moment to see if you have any good news before we talk about a little bit of ours.
All right. Well, actually, why don't we go ahead and say ours while people are putting.
Okay. Well, there's Moni saying getting a client out of a sniff. That's amazing. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, and they're trying to put them in lawn care. Oh man. You can definitely
that's a trophy.
You get to see some strong advocates show up in our company and culture when we start talking about people in a situation that's more restrictive than we can provide them, right? We want to see people. It's actually a mandate that people are in the least restrictive environment, but sometimes we got to remind the powers that be that they should be in the least restrictive environment, and oftentimes that's your own home. So good work. Niners 4-0, man, they are looking good. Much to our chagrin, they're looking good.
Those undefeated season trophies are really awesome.
Yeah. It's his Rams Cup. In case anyone missed it, it's his Rams Cup. Yes. Lions are king of the North. All right. Let's see. Let's go back up. We want to.
So Cindy talked about a client going on an upcoming trip to a dude ranch. That's super cool.
Oh my gosh. Look at all this good news, guys.
This is why we do this. Okay. And Andy, congratulations on your anniversary. Love that. Antonio's talking about a client. Awesome! An art demonstration at Fort Bragg. That's awesome. Is that going to be awesome. at that one studio there in the downtown area? You can actually unmic, Antonio, if I ask you a question. It's easier. Don't save your fingers. Save the listeners.
Yes, it will be at in front of Art Explorers.
That place is awesome.
That place is awesome. We went and toured it last time we were there, and it's a really cool place.
It's super cool. Super cool. Oh my gosh, we have a client with a life coach now with ALS experience. That is really valuable. That's awesome.
ASL.
What did I just say?
ALS.
ALS.
We don't want that.
We don't want ALS.
We don't want that.
I meant to say AS. Yeah. So anyway.
East Bay Camp was a blast. What? Smooth and successful. Those are our favorite words to hear. Music to our ears.
Absolutely.
All right.
You got Karen's getting her cowboy on. That's awesome. Cowboy concerts, that is. Awesome. Good for Carol to get a new bathroom. That's really valuable. That's really I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I actually have great respect for the 49ers. They were the big brother in my division for years. Maybe they'll win a Super Bowl.
Starting college, Shiling. That's awesome. Yay. Oh my goodness.
Oh, fair. Going off, hiking off grid. Goodbye. Goodbye. We'll see you again.
Mandy, you finished music school. Good job. Congratulations.
That's awesome. Okay.
Build events across the Sacramento region in November. If you haven't, hey,
the 8th season is over. Yes, Andy, that is good news.
Is Andy on screen? Andy, are you on screen?
Yeah.
You want to give a shout out to the Build Project a little bit? Why don't you brag on the Build Project? I think that'd be a fun idea.
So I'm super excited. Coming up in November, we've got events with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Sacramento, We've got events with Best Buddies. We met with Lisa Drennan this morning, and we're actually doing this kind of Best Buddies leadership type conference. And Lisa actually knows like an award-winning peer from Best Buddies. So hopefully it generates a whole bunch of buzz and publicity that like the national Best Buddies person is going to be at our event. And then we've got, we're doing the all hands training for the Boys and Girls Club of the Greater Sacramento region. So we're going to train all their staff. So we've got a lot of good stuff going on. And then actually it's not November, it's October. I'm going to be presenting all about build and inclusion at the Supported Living Conference. So yeah.
That's really, and it's been really well received by everybody. And that build team has just made us look amazing.
Yeah. So thanks to the build team. You guys have worked so hard and making us look good. It was a small grant we received to provide this training. We named it Build. That was actually our name, but it's inclusive training as well as some social recreation, helping people kind of connect with, people with disabilities with social recreation, make sure that there's options for everyone in the community. And that team has just really worked overtime to get that program set up, and it's been super successful. And now Andy's going to be doing a presentation at a conference. So.
I love how many other chats are in here. I'm just going to.
I know we don't even have.
We don't have time to go through all of them. But I'll highlight a couple ones. Glad to see that Dan and ACRC is up and about again after 6 months in bed. That's so awesome. Was another one that I saw that I want to talk about. Jeff Gant down to 150. Dude, you've lost 150. I was going to say, did you seriously get down to 150 pounds? That's less than I weigh. That would be actually a different medical problem. But that's, dude, you that's amazing. Well done. Well done. Wow, just so many good ones. Go ahead and take some time to read through all those. You all can read them, and let's just really be thankful for that. That's so awesome. We're heading into, after this month, we're heading into the season of Thanksgiving. It's really good to develop a lifestyle of being thankful and of declaring the good news, because you get more of it, which is my natural segue to say, hey, everybody there in the Mountain Lakes training room, you're all in a group. Could you give everybody a big wave? Those are our Management U graduates. We are this conversation today is the final pinnacle. I don't know. I know. It's not really. I was trying to say, sure it's not the most interesting thing they did this week. Exactly. Yeah. Well, maybe it is. You and I were trainers. It might have been. We don't know. We don't want to be careful about how much we brag. But no, it was a wonderful time with these 10 new leaders in our company. We're so excited that you're in our community. We're so looking forward to what you're going to accomplish in the lives of our clients and our teams. Some really special people. That was a lot of fun for me. It was a really fun group. One of the things that was interesting is we actually had, we had a lot of the area represented. We had someone from San Jose. We had someone from Siskiyou. Nope, not Fort Bragg. Ukiah. Wait. Yeah. Yes. Ukiah. It's all one happy place to me. That winding 20, it doesn't exist in my mind. Oh yeah, it exists. But anyway, so we we're so grateful for this team. They, like I said, they came together, and we also had human resources represented. So we even had different departments. So it's a super fun to kind of get the group together and talk all things management, all things Compass. But it is a little bit of a long week. So we're grateful that you guys stuck it through. We're present every day, and we wish you safe travels heading home today. Absolutely. It'd be fun having lunch with you today. Well done, those of you. For the 2 sessions I was with you, I just want to say you guys did a great job staying present and attentive. And honestly, the best thing about a good leader is that they're also a good student and a good follower. And we saw that in action this week. So well done for you guys. Can't wait to see what's next for you. All right, awesome. Okay, right, speaking of what's next. More good news. So Shelly sent us in a question about coordinated family services. She's heard about this program, wanted to hear more about this program. I appreciate the question, Shelly, as this is a brand new program. So Compass is 27 years old. We've been doing this for a little while, but
we like to say we're kind of like In-N-Out Burger. We want to just do a few things really, really well. So people with services for people with disabilities can have lots of different areas, and we have two, and we're about to add a third. And this new service, so it's kind of rare for us to add a new service is what I'm trying to say. It's rare. But when we add a new service, we want to make sure we do it excellently. So we're in the process of setting up a new program called Coordinated Family Support. And what this program is going to be is for individuals who choose to keep living in their family home. So some people are ready to move out, have resources to move out and be in the community, have an apartment, have a house, but other people want to live in their family home. And they may even speak a different language. Maybe it's a family home and it's a generational home. Maybe there's some kids that live there, some parents that live there, maybe even some grandparents that live there. So they would like to continue to live in that environment. And so the state has recognized this as a need. And we're very, very grateful that they've recognized it as a need, because it has been for a long time that individuals should have the choice to stay in their family home. So that is now a brand new pilot program. It's going to be a program that we are going to grow carefully and make sure we're managing well, but we are adding it to every one of our regions. So we will be offering it in the ACRC area, that's Farrah's region, but we'll also be offering it in the San Jose area. All of our regions will have this service available. So you will start seeing, as we receive referrals from the regional center, you'll start seeing some new jobs pop open. So if this is an area that you'd be interested in working in, you will see some opportunities popping open here in, I would say, probably the first part of the new year. So we're gonna keep laying our foundations. We're working with QSP to have our software all in line. We're working with Training and Excellence to have all our training up and running for this department. We're working on all those kind of foundational pieces you don't see, but we see and we feel as we're really laying down the brickwork for a good program, a foundation for the program. But then next year, you're going to see it, rise up before us. We're going to see it start getting built. And as it gets built, we will be sharing with you opportunities to promote or change roles and work in coordinated family support.
We're really excited about this program. And one of the things that I'm personally really excited about it is it's targeting families who have moved to the United States from other nations, or who have maybe English is not their first language. I really am looking forward to seeing that aspect of this program develop, because it's so fun to get to know people in other cultures and learn more about each other that way. And I think that'll really add some more flavor to our community, which will be really, really fun. So who knows, maybe we'll be having a what do we call that? A global bazaar someday, not bizarre, but bazaar, where we get together, we flavor of the world. That would be super fun. So stuff like that.
It's all about eating food for us.
Yeah, when it comes to travel, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So hey, this is October.
Hopefully that answered your question, Shelly. If you have additional questions, feel free to throw it in the chat. And but wait, because we're going to do question and answer time, so it might get buried in the chat. So wait, but when we go to question and answer time, if you don't feel like that, if you want a specific question, ask me in the chat and I'll answer you.
Absolutely. Okay, so it is October, and that means All Hands Month. This is a month where we work to connect with all of our employees. Every single team member at Compass watches the All Hands video. That's what this month of October is. It's a video. But some teams are kind of doing it in a fun way. So before I talk about that, has anybody on this call already completed the training?
Yeah, already done your All Hands. Yeah. So
I'm looking at my leaders. Andy, thanks Andy for being the first leader. There's Moni. All right, so I got two. No, all right. I'm teasing my leaders.
I want to give a shout out. I was actually in the Mountain Lakes. That's where our operations team is here in Redding, California. And I was in there, and I walked out from a meeting, and there was just a party. It was so many of our staff and some of our CFs, and they were doing it together.
Like so some of them are saying yes.
Yes. So Emma and Ethan, how'd that go? Doing it all together. Did that work well?
Yeah, it went great. It was a lot more people than I anticipated, but we had fun with it. And yeah, it went really well.
So did you guys fill out your paperwork together? Did you all do your one page profile together?
Yeah. Everybody in the room, I think it was like 14, 15 people. We all filled it out together.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Great idea.
Very clever, Ethan. Obviously, that's not required for the virtual all hands training, but we love it when people get together. Community is a core value of ours. So well done. That's a great way to make it fun. We will be doing this again next year. All hands is an important thing for us. It's where we give the trainings are a little mandated, and that's why it is a requirement for all of our team members to do it. But also, it's a really simple and important way for us to stay connected and to communicate with each other. So great job. Enjoy that. And the video, I'm hearing like Alicia's, Dr. Woodworth, Dr. Alicia, what do we call her?
All those things.
Yeah. Alicia, let us know how you want to be referred to. Dr. A, Dr. W. I don't know. Dr. W sounds like a Bond villain. Anyway, great reviews on your training, and thanks for doing that for us. Okay.
All right. We're going to kind of move quickly. We got about 4 more announcements. We're going to move quickly through our announcements because I do want some question and answer time. The first thing is we've been doing this thing for quite a while, and I love it so much. I just actually spent time this week reading through Jess and Andy and Dr. Woodworth and Rhonda lead a focus group, lead a eCore group is what we call it. And they take fantastic notes. I actually spent about an hour going through all the notes this week. I actually have shown up at an eCore, and I'm going to be at the December one as well. So we are really enjoying and appreciating the opportunity to hear back from our staff. So this is an opportunity to join us in our pursuit to be a better organization. So what happens in eCore is you do need to sign up to be present for the meetings because it's really important. They build on each other sometimes. Sometimes we ask a question, then we come back and we give you the answer. There's all kinds of different things that happen in this group. But what it is it's a group that's a cross-section of our organization. There are field staff that participate. There are office staff that participate from all the different regions. And it's often a question gets asked that is coming from us, coming from Eric and I, coming from our leadership team. And we'll say, okay, for instance, we're looking to improve our benefit package. What are some ideas you have? Or, hey, we have this new policy. What do you think about it? Those kinds of things. So it's an opportunity to interact with what's happening at Compass and influence what's happening at Compass. So I absolutely, positively encourage you to apply. It is an application process. It's a little bit of a process.
Who's eligible?
Who is eligible? Everyone. Basically, we'd like you to be here for a few months before you apply. But that it's not opening till November 1st. So you'll likely be here a few months before we make our choices. But I would absolutely encourage you to look for that email and then apply. This group has been super valuable. Like I said, I read through every single solitary word that was said this week, and I wrote out, I highlighted things, asked lots of questions. And I'm actually, like I said, going to come back in December and talk about some of the things that they've been talking about throughout the year. So we really do want this to be an organization that we get the best viewpoint possible. Eric and I only see it from one angle. Our leaders only see it from one angle. And this opportunity for us to see it from lots of different angles, perspectives, and we really appreciate that. So I do encourage you to be a part of our eCore group. It is an opportunity to have influence over the things that are happening here at Compass. Next, but we're doing a new group as well that I'm equally as excited about. This is brand new. Jess, who is someone who helps us with our person-centered thinking here in the organization, as well as she just does lots of different roles. She has it on her heart to do a group for clients so that they can talk about some Compass topics, but also just life topics and improving their own health, wellness, sharing good news, getting to know each other. So this is a group that is for clients, and you can talk to Jess about it. Those are some dates. I'm sure that actually, I don't know the answer to this. Rhonda or Jess, maybe you could help me. I'm guessing this is virtual. So do they sign up, or is there just going to be a link sent out? Okay, we're sending a link for people to sign up, and then they'll be getting the link because it's a virtual, so we can participate, right? Yeah, so you can participate anywhere you are, but this will be an opportunity to get to know different individual clients from all our different regions, talk about what's working, what's not working in your own program for yourself, and some things that maybe you might be inspired by. It's going to be a really great opportunity, and it's something we want to continue to pursue.
Okay, so we also still have a couple more backyard adventures. We have 47 people signed up currently to go to Apple Hill out of the Sacramento area, but there's no limit. You have room for more. So if anybody else, yeah, you going, Shauna? Right on. So yeah, if any of our Sacramento folks, if you have friends or family or that are part of our community, they want to go, get them involved. We'd love to have them there. And South Bay, we have 28 people currently signed up so far to go to the Boo at the Zoo. I don't know what they're going to do at the zoo. Just run around and yell at animals. I don't know. Boo. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so that's been a lot of fun. 2 left. It's been a great year. If you like to be on the calendar, go to these events because pictures magically go. Magically appear on the calendar from our big events. We're doing that.
All right.
All right. Okay. And lastly, this Christmas season it's kind of like it's never too early to plan, right? I was seeing Christmas decorations up in July in some stores, but you kind of got to get ahead of the game a little bit to plan and organize these things. But we are so excited about our 5 events this year. There'll be one per region. The Winter Wonderland Gala. It's going to be gorgeous, but it is a fancy event. We're not just showing up in our t-shirts and our jeans. You got to dress to impress people. And so because of that, we need you to RSVP because there's going to be good food. There's going to be gifts. And to get the gifts, though, you got to come. This is a way that Sadie and I and our team love to say we love you, you love you, we love each other. So you'll get a Christmas present, but you got to come to the event to get it. So RSVP, you'll be getting notified. Is that right? Or some communication is going to go out when you look for that, because when you see it, you definitely want to join it. And it's always a wonderful, wonderful time.
All right, last but not least, already looking into the next year, we're looking at camp. We're going to do some Camp Carvel again. We're going to do some other activities next year. So if there are things that you would really like to see us do, themes you'd like us to have, things you'd like to see us do either at Camp Carvel or other things you'd like to see us do, this is your time to let us know, because we are planning for next year. And we love information and feedback. The best way to give us that information is for today's thrown in the chat, or because she loves when I give out her email, you could always also email Mary all your cards and letters and thoughts. I was only going to make a joke that she wouldn't like, so I'm not going to make it. But I encourage you to get involved.
If it's funny, I'll make it.
No, we got to move on. We got 10 minutes. Okay. So please give us your ideas. We want to make it every year is supposed to be better than last year. That's what we work towards.
Christmas in July could be. How about Rams? We can do a Rams theme Camp Carvel. How's that? All right. Okay. All right. So hey, we got questions. We got a few questions. Thanks for submitting them to us. First of all, let's go ahead and start right at the top. Tyler, will the Lions have a Super Bowl team this year? I think we should just curb our enthusiasm just a little bit and be thankful that the Lions have a real football team. That's a victory, right? I mean, I think right now they're probably the favorites to win the NFC North, or is it the North? Is it the Central? Whatever division they're in, North. All right, very good. So much to Brandon's chagrin. I know, who knows? Maybe the Vikings can catch it up. Yeah, all right. Anyway, so good luck. Got Tyler and John. They're big Detroit fans.
We have a Niners.
And we have a lot of Niners fans that are just wanting to. Dina did it twice. She did it in the chat and on here. So I wasn't going to shout her out twice because she got her shout out. But hey, you know what? They look. I think the Eagles and the Niners are heading for a head showdown NFC Championship. Sorry, Detroit fans, but anyway, they look really good. All right, enough of football. So
Steven from Far North, he's an LG3, and he'd like to know about the hoodies. So don't know when we'll have hoodies back, but we will be having sweatshirts come to the Christmas party. So we tend to like to do a thicker kind of warmish type item for our Christmas presents. I've been around for a while. You probably have a collection of sweatshirts, and we will be doing a sweatshirt this year for the Christmas.
Okay, awesome. Come and get it. But you got to come to get it. You got to come and get it. All right. But speaking of shirts, Rochelle actually asked a nice question. It's like about our uniform policy. Our other shirts that might say Compass on them.
I will say Option doesn't currently have a uniform policy, but just you wait. That's coming your way.
It is coming.
It's coming.
But our policy at Compass right now is if it's a shirt that we produce and it says Compass, maybe it could be from a retreat, it could be from a backyard event. It doesn't have to be one of these, like one of these ones that we hand out at our all hands meetings or hand out to our new team members. If it's a Compass created shirt or a sweatshirt, if you can wear it, well, you can, and you got to have to if you're on shift during premium hours.
I would encourage you. So her question is about how do we get more of these shirts?
Which was what I was going to
So I would encourage you to talk to your team. I'm sure your supervisor has ways for you to get comp coins. Sometimes just even mentioning it gets you comp coins.
Absolutely.
But just mentioning it to us also could get you shirts. So we would love to give away 5 shirts today to field staff. So if you are a field staff and you're on this call and you would like a shirt from a new uniform shirt, go ahead, put your full name in the chat, and we will make sure you get a new uniform shirt to add to your collection.
Absolutely. And Rochelle, you're welcome. Just for saying you're welcome, you're going to get one. Even if your fingers aren't as fast as somebody else.
Yeah.
Like Janet, man, she basically is like pre-typing and ready to hit send. Anyway, so great.
All right, we'll be collecting those names off the chat. We'll definitely, that's so funny. Yes, Jeff actually one time, maybe it was last year, he showed a kind of a representation. He couldn't show them all. It would have taken too long.
He basically had to build a closet in his house.
for all his shirts. So yeah,
it's crazy.
There are ways to get shirts in this organization. Just ask Jeff. Jeff is like, definitely got a way to get shirts.
But the best way is to do a great job and remind your supervisor, remind your leader how awesome you are, and comp coins are the best way to go about doing it. We kind of like to be.
I love that Maria went ahead and said it's a medium.
That's right.
We will check in with you about your sizes. We won't just send you the triple X or anything like that. That'll make sure that it fits you.
Absolutely. But I just to give a shout out to our team who does all this stuff, because these things don't happen easily, by the way. I was at Mod Pizza recently, and Mod Pizza kind of gave us a little bit of the inspiration for this deal. Sadie and I liked how they have a uniform policy at Mod, but it's basically t-shirts that say some version of Mod. Our shirts kick Mod's butt, all right? Our team is so good at these things. Our shirts are way better than the Mod Pizza, especially this weird pinky unicorn that got to go to this llama. I don't know what the llama has to do with Mod Pizza, but anyway, well done, marketing team. Get your shirts, guys. Okay. Oh yeah. We're talking about you want to do. Okay. So Catherine, welcome to Compass. She's a new CF here, and she had a great question. And she says, "I'm new here, and I heard someone mention that next year is a year of rest." This is true. It is. We'll talk about. And can you share what that means for Compass and what your vision for it will be? Well, I'm not going to describe everything that we're thinking about and talking about, but basically every 7th year we kind of take what you might call a Sabbath, a year of rest. And what that basically means is we want to celebrate what's happened in the prior 6 years. We want to make sure that people are feeling the joy, feeling the love. We doesn't mean we'll stop working. We can't stop working because, I wish our clients could go disability free for a year. That'd be awesome. But that's the reality is we still have to serve and love our clients and each other. But we do have a slightly different focus in that 7th year. That is one of peace and celebration and joy. So we will be doing things in this next year that'll be a benefit to our field staff and a benefit to our office staff that if we're successful, we'll produce peace and joy, not stress. Now, life is hard. Can't make the world bend to our will of rest, but we sure can call out the good and focus on what peace and joy is. So that's kind of the concept of it. You'll hear more about what that means practically in the weeks to come.
Yeah, there's been a little chatter in the chat that I want to go ahead and say out loud. Yes, you are supposed to get 2 shirts at your annual review. So if that got missed, you just need to reach out to your supervisor and they will rectify that situation. Sounds like we might need to have a tiny bit better system because enough people have said it in the chat that I think maybe it is something we missed. We're so excited to give you your review. Sometimes we're meeting at coffee. Sometimes we're, and we of course want to give you your raise that maybe we didn't remember to take the shirts with us. So that can happen. I'm sure we might need to come up with a little bit better system to make sure that everyone does get their shirts at review. Because yes, you get 2 shirts every year. Because I do understand,
So,
you need some new.
So supervisors, it looks like we might have a little bit of homework we got to do to reconcile that one.
So
okay, we got 4 minutes left.
We got 4 minutes. I'm going to just, Lori asked, what kind of changes do you see for Compass in the next 7 years? I alluded to it with the CFS. We are actually going to be very mindfully and intentionally looking at what programs we want to add to Compass and growing those programs, as well as being very mindful and intentional on growing the organization throughout the state of California. So in the next 7 years, we do plan on taking the words SLS and ILS off of items. They will no longer say that because those are not the only services we're going to be able to provide, but we're still going to be pretty careful about what services we add. We're always going to work with people with disabilities and specifically work with adults with disabilities. That's our jam. That's our favorite group of people to work with for us here in this organization.
We love kids, but that's just not what we feel called to do.
It's just a different group of people. You need different qualifications and different skill sets. So that's probably the easiest, quickest answer is we are going to be adding services and adding areas that we're going to be serving geographically, as well as continuing to grow our QSP software. The software you use every day is actually a software that Eric and the team have been designing for years and years. I actually just got the opportunity to kind of show it to someone who hadn't seen it. It's a regional center person, and they were like, "What? Do you sell this?" I'm like, actually, we do sell it. So we have customers. We are actually continually growing that. And then, as Andy mentioned, we're also doing some grants and some other really cool projects. So you guys will be seeing that happen more regularly around our organization. All right. So that concludes our questions. I think if we have time for maybe one more question. If someone has something burning on their heart, mind, and soul right now, we got time to answer maybe one more question. I want to say out loud how much I've appreciated. We've had this is maybe one of the most participatory chats ever. And I really appreciate it. I love that you guys are joining in the conversation.
Janet's on a roll. She is. Janet is all in for Christmas in July or August or Christmas 12 months of the year. I respect that. I do respect that.
We do really appreciate you guys jumping into the chat, having this conversation with us, because it is just boring to hear Eric and Sadie talk for an hour. It's way more fun for all of us to interact together and get to know each other a little better and meet clients and hear good news. So I appreciate all your participation today. It's meant a lot to me.
Absolutely. All right. Well.
All right.
Okay. Oh, wait. Eric should do this. Should we do the 7 jump class become a certified skydivers? Whoa. You know what? I'm kind of tempted. I'll be honest.
Are you really?
I kind of am.
Wow.
Well, because I'm a pilot. I'm a pilot now, by the way.
He is.
For real. I'm learning to fly a plane, and I got to know how to jump out of the plane if things go south. What are you going to do? What's your plan? No, I'm kidding. Never. It's funny. I have my instructor is this 85-year-old man who's probably 5'2" and 120 pounds soaking wet. And it's been nice because at first I basically paid him by the hour to yell at me because that's a very intense guy. But now he's starting to tell me I'm doing good. So that feels a lot better. You're gripping the stick too tight, Eric. You're gripping it too tight. Oh, no, because you're yelling at me constantly and I can't handle this. Anyway, not related. All right.
Learning new skills, it keeps you humble, people.
Exactly.
That's why we love to continually grow around here, because it does keep you humble.
Yeah, exactly, Joe. You got it dialed in. Exactly. That's the goal to not do, actually. All right. Love you guys. Have a great October. Happy Halloween. Have fun. And we will see you all we'll get together in Christmas time.
All right. We'll see you soon.